What is up, everybody? This is Anthony with VR365. I am currently playing PROZE Enlightenment. This, of course, is on Steam. I'm not sure if it's on the Oculus Store or not. But this is a very recent release that has just come out on Steam not that long ago. And you know what? I talked about PROZE briefly. I played it briefly, but I was pretty much stuck. I was stuck in this particular room right here. And the first time I was talking about it, I basically got stuck and I didn't get that far into it. I never even got outside. I never even got to see outside. Since then, I have gotten outside. I have explored outside. And I'm stuck outside. But I went ahead and decided to start the game over because I wanted to show you guys what this game was all about. So you do have inverse kinematics, and they give you an actual body. And I gotta say, I gotta be completely honest here. These inverse kinematics are way the hell off. I feel like these arms are basically coming out of my abdomen like alien. Basically alien. Like these arms are coming out of my stomach like aliens. My shoulders, like, it's all off. It's way off. Like like this is like the shoulders of like a 3-year-old or something. I don't understand this. These inverse kinematics are really, really off. The hands are okay, but I think they should pretty much get rid of. Look at this. Look at this. I mean, that just looks weird. Honestly, I think they should just get rid of the inverse kinematics altogether because it's better just to have the hands. Also, one other weird thing about this game is it does this thing where it blurs stuff and then it makes stuff clear and it makes stuff blurry, and I honestly think that's a bad idea too. I don't think that's the greatest idea. I mean, it looks kind of cool for a second, but ultimately I don't think it's the greatest idea. Okay, so I misjudged this game because I thought this was basically an escape the room game, and I had to solve various puzzles, and then I could get out of this room, and then when I got out of this room, I would get to another like puzzle type of thing. And I guess you could kind of say that's what the game is, but it is not an escape the room game. And this game really isn't very similar to Red Matter, other than the fact that it kind of does this Russian thing. And this part right here, what we're looking at right here, this might be somewhat similar to Red Matter. But the rest of the game is not really similar to Red Matter at all. This game definitely has its own flavor, and it does have some really good aspects of it. One of the best aspects of it is the sound. The 3D sound. You'll move around this world, and I hear a buzzing noise. Like, let's just listen for a second. Hear that buzzing noise? You know, like, have you ever had a TV that, like, didn't turn off right and it would be buzzing and make a loud buzzing noise? Kind of sounds like that. And you go over by this thing here, and it's making some weird noises. So this thing is making weird noises. And then these things over here, I think these things are kind of buzzing. So there's a lot of audio stuff that is going on. Now I have it set to smooth turning, which is something I'm trying to get used to. I'm just going to try to force myself to learn smooth turning because everybody tells me just force yourself to learn smooth turning. So I've just been trying to do that and trying to basically not worry about it so much. Okay, so we can look around here, and this is where we started. We turned this on, which turned the entire light system on. Point index finger to press the buttons and toggle switches. Okay, so I can go over here, and you'll see that it like highlights, and then if I hit the grip button, I can grab something. So it says satellite installation and power up. Reverberators delivery 16th of January. They got that wrong. It should be January 16th, right? Manually adjust the OSC to match the satellite signal. And it's showing like an ear listening for something. Okay, take RY81M from, I think it's Dimitri. Yeah, Dimitri. Okay, and then there's this book here. which, I don't know if this, sometimes these light sources don't really do anything. Looks pretty cool. I like the artwork on it. You know, I like looking at stuff like this in VR. I like it when they have things on a table like this and, you know, there's writing all over it. I like the ability to pick things up. I don't like it when things are just totally stapled to the ground. And so that's nice. You got pictures up here, you got a clock. The actual environment itself and this game engine all seems to be working quite well. I can open this up. You know, I can open this thing up and it says RY81M. You know, and so it has something in here. So I've got that. Okay, but now here's what I want to do. Here's what I want to do. I need to dial in the coordinates here. Also, one other thing I got to tell you guys, spoilers, like straight up spoilers. If you don't want this room spoiled, stop right now, because I will spoil this room. In this Let's Play, I'm going to spoil this room and I'm going to get outside. So if you don't want spoilers, if you're going to play pros, go ahead and stop it right here. Okay, so this machine right here, like I can grab this and it's making its noises, right? And I can try to connect this to something, right? I'm looking at it and I'm like, oh, I could connect this to something. And I see that thing right there. I see that thing over there, that blue thing. And I'm like, can I plug this over there? So let's walk over there. Oh, no. Okay, so it doesn't go far enough. So this is not going to work. I'm not going to be able to plug that over there. That's simply not going to work. So what I realized is I got to look around and see if there's some type of extension cord. And so, you know, I'm looking all around this world, right? I'm going to use my free locomotion and I'm going to look all around this world. And how am I going to extend that wire? Okay, how am I going to... And then I'm like, oh, here we go. Look at these things. This is how we extend it. And then now the next problem we got to solve. But how do I get it? How do I get it? Can I just grab it? No, I can't grab it. So I got to figure out a way to get it. So I look around and I'm like, oh, look at over there. It's showing a fist and it's showing something over here. And voila, we got ourselves a classic pipe. A classic pipe. And so over there, it's red and that's blue. So I need a connector that's red and I need a connector that's blue. So I'm going to go over here and I can see it right here. And this is an example of some high quality physics. Like they do a good job with the physics, because watch how I unravel this. It actually unravels kind of realistically. Like you have to lift it up. You have to lift it up and get it over the thing, and then it unravels to a certain degree, and then I got to unravel the rest of it, and the whole thing just fell down. Okay, and so there's this one over here. I might need this in the future, so I'm just going to go ahead and knock this down now, since I'm up here doing this crap anyway. Yeah, let's go ahead and get... There we go. Yeah, the physics actually work really good with that. Unfortunately, there was no sound when all of that happened, and you would expect some kind of sound. And then that didn't make any sound when I dropped it. But this cord might come in handy. Okay, so here's the blue end. So I'm going to put the blue end over there. And then I'm going to get this red end. Okay, now I can, of course, physically turn my body around. I do not have an Oculus Quest. I am playing with a classic Rift right about now. And my cord could get tangled up eventually, but right now I'm good. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and connect these puppies together. There we go. So I've got this thing connected to this, but that doesn't really mean anything. Okay, so here's the thing. You might come over here and you might screw around with this thing. You got channel A, you got channel B. You got a knob over here. Whoops, let me back up in my PlayStation and move closer. Okay, you got a knob over here, A and B, and then this is a connector here. So let's see, is this A? I'm going to try to switch. Yeah, so this is A. This is A down here because I'm switching this and it's switching it. You know, it's switching it. And the sound is obviously very different, right? It sounds different. So you can switch kind of the frequency, the amplitude. You can change it 1/8, 1/32, 1/16, whatever. Different possibilities there, right? Okay, so that's A. So if I go ahead and click this, now there's nothing going on. Now I'm going to click B. Okay, so here's B. And it's got its settings as well. So we can change these settings as well. And it changes to all kinds of interesting settings. Okay, so that's great. So now we got these two signals over here. And you could play around and you can switch this to that and that to this and this to that and that to this. But ultimately you find out that you don't really get anywhere. And what you're going to have to do actually is you're going to have to go over here and you're going to have to do signal testing. And so you're going to have to press S to start and P to process. Hear that? Okay, so it played signal A and signal B. So it's basically letting me know what I have to do. Let's try that again. S, P. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Okay, let's go do the do 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 do. So I'm going to turn off B. Here's A. I think it was that one. Okay, let's hear B again. So let's go back over here. Let's hit start. P to process. That's A. I think we got the right one. Let's hear B. Okay, that's B. It sounds like Morse code practically. So let's go ahead and turn B on. Oops. Okay, that sounds exactly like it. So let's go ahead and hit S to start. Enter your name. Yes, we got past it. So we got the right signal over there. Now we need to enter our name. And so what you're going to do is you're going to be like, well, enter my name. I don't know what name I'm supposed to enter. So you might go ahead and look around places. You might look for something where, maybe my name is listed somewhere. I do have to say, though, that this environment, like this room, the sound quality, everything that has gone on in this room worked out quite well. Now, this is in the demo. I think you can play the free version. You could basically be in this room in the free version of the game. So you guys can play the exact same thing that I'm doing right now if you do like the demo, if it's still out there. But I think they did a pretty good job with this. But the one thing I will mention is I used to have a GTX 970 before I got this 1080 Ti, and I had terrible performance in this game. It worked absolutely terribly, and I basically kind of quit out of it and stopped playing. So I got to look around and find this guy's name. Here's a newspaper, and I like how that chair swiveled like that. That's pretty nice. ARAX, Artificial Radiation and Aurora. A Soviet charged particle accelerator and other scientific equipment was launched. It caused a phenomena of aurora borealis over the Akhalisk region, which was registered and studied. Okay, so, and it looks like they found a UFO, or they're hiding a UFO. Just kidding, but yeah, it's kind of like the thing, right? And so, yeah, this is a newspaper, bro. And it's crazy, man? There's going to be a day where we're going to be able to pick up a newspaper like this and actually read it, and it's going to be really clear. We're going to be able to open it up and go to page 3 and page 4. It's going to be a crazy world we're going to live in, and not the distant future either, not that far away. It's crazy. So you got like maps and stuff and Soviet writing. Pretty interesting. Okay, so over here, this looks like something. Identity card. And see, it does this fade thing, and then it like focuses in. And I know it's like a clever trick that they're using here, but I honestly think not the smartest idea. Okay, so we're going to try to sign in off of this dude. So his name is Anatoly Cheminsky. Okay, Anatoly Rigatoli Riloli. Okay, so this is Anatoly. We're entering our name. Enter password. Okay, so when I first played this, I got stuck here because I was entering various passwords. Like I tried Duga, I tried PRO3E, I tried a lot of different things, and it didn't work. And then I basically stopped playing this. And that was, I think, the very first time I talked about this game, is I was stuck on this password. And the truth of the matter is I didn't look all over this room. I didn't look very carefully all over this room. And so here's another spoiler, because I'm going to show you where I found the password. Okay, so ultimately I ended up going over here. Okay, and right here, password. Duh. I mean, how did I not see this before? I saw that, but I didn't see this. Like, how freaking lame is that? So the first time I played it, I did not see the password, and that was obviously problematic. But I have the password now, so it's UVB76. Whoops. UVB76. So UVB76, enter. There we go. It's printing out a card. Here's my card. Yeah, PROZE, PRO3E. That's the project or the department that I'm in. See? PRO3E. This is the project. PROZE. We are PROZE. They called it PROZE. Okay, so here we are, and this is the moment of truth, ladies and gentlebots, because look at this big door, and you got to imagine on the other side of this door is probably some awesome VR adventure that awaits us. So let's go ahead and peep it out. Okay, so sound quality is really good. That looked good. It's always impressive when a gigantic door opens up and you're entering into a whole new space. You really feel like you're somewhere, you know, you really feel like you're in here. You know, it's funny, in the early days of VR, I used to actually physically walk around all over as much as I could. I would walk around as far as I could, and then I would hit the chaperone, and then I would be like, okay, I got to walk back in a different direction. But I really tried to walk around. I was really addicted to that. Okay, now I just use a thumbstick and I barely move.
Anatoly! Over here!
Hello, mate. Hello. I'm in the snow. Oh my god, it's a blizzard. It's an absolute blizzard. But look at these graphics, are pretty good. These graphics are pretty freaking good. SignSine, much love. You guys kind of did some things. I give these guys props. So I got to go talk to this guy. It's going to be a real goofy conversation, but it's going to be funny. But yeah, you know, this is pretty good environments, and it's an interesting adventure kind of a game that I'm playing right here. I like this game, man. This is a underrated game right now, I think. A lot of people aren't talking about this. It's going for $20, and I think there were 4 people that made this game, which is pretty impressive. Okay, so we're going to go talk to this dude, and it is some of the worst voice work ever. Let's go ahead and check it out. Bro. Hey, man. Hey, bro. Hey, I'm talking to you, bro. Hey, bro.
It's getting harder to see through the snowstorm. What took you so long?
I'm sorry, man.
Never mind. I brought you the spare part you've asked for.
You did?
Here, take it.
Why are you looking over there, dude? I'm right here. Thanks, bro.
I'll be here till the end of my work shift if you need anything. I hope that the weather won't get any worse. See you later, pal.
Okay, bro. I mean, talk about the voice acting right there. Now, his body actually, like, why is my body proportioned like this? His body, I don't know. These inverse kinematics are really off. Okay, so this is a thing that I needed for that machine in there. So let me get out of this freezing cold weather. Oh my God, it's so cold. I'm going to catch a chill out here. I got to get back. I want to get back where it's nice and warm and toasty. Ah, it feels so much better. It's so much more toasty and warm inside here. Okay, let's pop this puppy in and see what we can do. Hey, what's up? You gonna come in? It's pretty cold out there, huh? What's the latest, bro?
I see. There's not enough voltage. Anatoly, let me help you power this thing up. 1 cup of warm tea and we will get to it. Anatoly, do you have a cup somewhere around here?
Let me check. Dimitri. Oh, yes.
Anywhere?
Yeah, this one will do. Try this. There you go.
Ah, tastes good. Warm.
Yes, it is warm. Oh, look at it. Yeah, the tea thing and everything is all up in there. Okay, so are you going to turn something on for me?
Anatoly, everyone knows that you are one of the best scientists of Enlightenment. All these things you design and invent serve well the Soviet enterprise.
Sure
You're
does.
a hard worker and a good friend, and I trust you as a friend. All this work we do for Enlightenment, it concerns me. They hire more people for the enterprise, and a few of those who spent years working here simply disappeared. Last week, I had a shift at the Rostock station, where our friend Victor works. And look what I found.
What'd you find?
Come closer, my friend. It has blood on it.
Oh,
It's
hell
Victor's
no.
watch. I
What?
didn't hear anything about any kind of incidents at Rostock. If you, we need to know what happened to him. Look,
This is
we have to
unacceptable.
be careful. There is something wrong within the walls of Enlightenment. Let's keep an eye out for now and get back to work.
All right, Dimitri. I understand. Flip the switch.
Let's redistribute the power from the computer outlet to the board. Anatoly, grab the cable, connect it to the computer socket.
Alrighty. So I'm going to go ahead and disconnect this puppy. Set that down there. And I knew this cable would come in handy at some point in time, right? So the blue part goes right here. And the yellow
Good.
part.
The yellow side should go to the board socket, but do not insert it yet.
Well, I already did, dude.
Thumbs up when you are ready.
There you go.
Not so fast. Let's try again.
Huh?
On my command,
Okay.
insert
All right.
the yellow cable to the board socket.
Gotcha.
Thumbs up when you are ready.
Thumbs up. I'm
Let's
ready.
do this on a count of 3.
Okay.
1,
1,
2,
2,
3.
3.